Oh, hello, folks. What you see beside me here is a true work of Western art. This is an authentic Sam Cherry painting for the cover of Thrilling Ranch Stories magazine. The issue of this cover art was February 1949. This wonderful painting has all the classic Sam Cherry elements. Our hero, guns blazing away, the beautiful girl by his side helping him get away from the desperados. When you look at this painting, you almost see the entire story in your head. It's all there. Very few artists could add such excitement and story to one frame. But Sam Cherry could. Sam Cherry was one of the best-known illustrators of his day. He did all genres of pulp covers. He did illustrations featured in magazines and ads. He did paperback covers and a whole lot more. But he became best known for his Western covers. Samuel Joseph Cherry was born on October 15, 1903, far away from the Wild West in the land called the Bronx. One of 5 children, his father owned a brick building business. Both of his parents were immigrants. His dad, Joseph Cherry from England, and his mom, Teresa Sheehan from County Cork, Ireland. In 1916, when Sam was 13 years old, he entered an art contest and won a brand new $1 bill. Sam now considered himself an artist. The next year, he entered a drawing contest and won the silver medal. But more importantly, his drawing was published in the children's magazine, St. Nicholas. You see, now Sam was a published artist. When Sam was 16, he went to work for his father in the brick building business. His father thought he might need to learn the family trade. But Sam also took art classes at night at the Art Students League. And in 1929, he was hired to paint the cover for the trade publication Mohawk magazine. It was about the Mohawk Automobile Company. Soon he found work in an art service company. The family business would have to wait. He painted signs, window displays, and graphic designs. You see, now Sam Cherry was a full-time artist. In 1939, Sam took a freelance assignment for headline detectives at crime detective magazines. He was allowed to paint their covers for the large format publication. His cover art career had begun. He was soon in enough demand that he moved his family to 65th Street in Brooklyn and built his own home studio. During the war years, Sam was not called to active duty for one reason or another, so that put his services into even higher demand. You see, most of his fellow artists were serving in the war. He was illustrating covers for several publications at once. By the time Sam was called into service, it was 1944, and he was now 41 years old. So, by no fault of his own, he didn't have to go into service during World War II. But he did serve the war effort by keeping the home front and the troops entertained with his exciting pulp covers. During this time, he became one of the best-known artists in the industry. His cover art was seen on stands all over the world. He did covers for several pulps and several genres, including detective tales, 10-story westerns, and more. But he did most of his work for publisher Ned Pines and his thrilling group Pulps. Blue ribbon westerns, super sports, thrilling detective, western rodeo romances. He did most of the covers for Texas Ranger magazine, and of course, thrilling ranch stories, which is where our treasured painting was used. Now, that's just to name a few. Oh, by the way, Sam used bodybuilder John Hanley as his model for the hero in many of our paintings. Sam Cherry continued to do covers for many pulps right up until the late 1950s. Even when the genre started to slow down, Sam continued to work for Ned Pines on paperback covers. He also painted covers for other digest-sized publications by Hillman's, including Nero Wolfe Mystery Magazine, Fighting Westerns, Western Novel Classics, and more. In 1958, he did his last cover for Texas Rangers. The era of the pulps was drawing to a close. Sam Cherry shifted gears, and in the 1960s he went to work for the advertising agency J. Walter Thomas as a staff artist. He produced illustrations and art for many of the commercials of that era. He was a very hard-working, prolific artist. He continued to work steadily, right up until his death at 71 years old in 1975. I think his son put it best. He said, "My father was a confident, hard-working, dedicated, all-around, nice guy." Sam Cherry and other illustrators of the pulps were an important part of the Western genre in a very big way. His art was classic. The square-jawed hero, guns a-blazing, the beautiful woman by his side, but also the vibrant colors and great action. They almost leap off the cover. Beginning with the pulps and the dime novels of the 1800s and carried on by Sam Cherry and others right through the 1950s. This was the West for many people. Thanks, Sam, for each and every one of those great covers and all the adventures that you brought to countless millions with those thrilling images of yesteryear. Here's to you, amigo.